Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping.
Give me a little bit about what you're into and how you can help folks out. How do you guys, you mentioned that you do like a consultation at the beginning, like a cash consultation. How does, if somebody's thinking about getting some merchant processing, or if they have merchant processing and they're like, damn, I'm spending a lot of money on it, how the hell do they get a hold of you, and what does that process look like?
Yeah, so we have a landing page that's serviceindustrypayments.com.
I'm going to type that. I'm going to type that in here, and Jai can put her in notes.
All right, perfect. And basically with that, you can learn more about it. But from there is a short thing where you can actually fill out a little bit of information about your business and upload your merchant statements. From there, we would actually set up a call and get on a meeting to actually look through everything and do, again, what I called the cash flow consulting side of things. See how that money is actually, going through your business, how you're currently accepting payments, how that's being processed, all of those things. From there, we actually do an analysis to show the difference between what you're currently doing to what it would look like if we were to switch, if you were to switch. Sorry. And from that point, it's the underwriting process, and that typically takes about a day. It depends on the risk of the business, if you will, because the underwriting, a lot of this is little side tangent here. The underwriting is because they are trying to prevent fraud and money laundering, because if that stuff is happening, these banks, the large banks, are actually losing that money, right? So the underwriting is in part with those banks for you to actually have an owned merchant account. And that's where that underwriting process comes into play, but typically takes about a day. And then from there, it's just a matter of integration into whatever your current system is, or potentially updating how you do that. So on that point, another thing that I like about what we do is it's very customizable. So if you're currently, accepting payments a certain way and you like it that way and you don't want to change it, most of the time, like high 90% of the time, we can just integrate with what you're currently doing. There are some specific cases where we can't do that, but most of the time we can customize it to exactly how you want it to be done in your business, because we don't want to come in and change how you're running your business unless there's like a huge, place where we can either improve cash flow and or save money, obviously. But also, again, software, we've got multiple actual like invoicing type softwares and things like that can be used if you don't currently have one, and also point of sale stuff if you don't have that, and all sorts of things. And to that point, I will throw out one caveat. So I mentioned how Stripe and large payment processors like that are great for newer businesses. So to have your own merchant account, it costs a lot of money. It's $20 to $30 a month. Being sarcastic there. So with our fees,
shit, I can afford that. I got that.
With our fees, you start to save money for sure, paying that monthly merchant account fee, and with our fee structure at about $50,000 a year in processing. So if you're doing below that, you're going to be better served going with like a Stripe or something like that.
Just get the big thing going.
But past that point is when you can really start to see those savings. So I did want to throw that caveat out there, because I have talked to some people that are newer, and you would be paying more. Now, granted, if you're on pace to do 100,000, yeah, it might make sense for now to go ahead and set that up. But if you're part-time and consistently doing, 30,000 a year or 50,000 a year, it might not make sense. So I did want to throw that caveat out there.
Hey, home service heroes, thank you guys so much for tuning into our home service happy hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something, and I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.